Welcome to Rinnii Art. This is Rinnii. Today I decided that I wanted to turn Elsa into a D&D character. So I drew this pose. Essentially it was just the idea of the pose that I'd come up with that I could make her use ice knife with, and I had to design her outfit. So I opened up another window and I sketched out a basic idea of what I wanted the outfit to look like. I wanted to go with kind of a mix between her outfit in the first movie and a druid kind of outfit, like a traveler's outfit. And I also wanted to mix in themes from the Snow Queen, the story, and just try and get a cohesive outfit. I wanted to use the color palette from the movie as much as possible. Just so that she's easily recognizable, because obviously her flowy dress in that movie is really recognizable, and I wanted to take advantage of that to make sure that she was definitely a character that you could spot. So I put it down beside the sketch so that I could make a nice easy reference to follow, and I just sketched out the outfit. I wanted the fluffy sleeves like the Snow Queen, but I wanted the kind of shape of the dress with some leggings and some boots, like some traveler's boots. I gave her high heels because I think she has high heels in the movie, so I just decided to continue with that. I had a lot of trouble with the cloak thing, and this is what I finally managed. I kind of keep editing it over and over again as I'm drawing. So I decided to put in some colors. Just I couldn't decide if I wanted to paint this or I wanted to outline this. So this was me starting to paint in colors as if I was going to paint it, and then I went through, picked out all the colors that I liked and put it down the side, and then I'm pretty sure I remember all of that. I had a reference on my other monitor of her outfits over the movies, and I was just trying to pick out colors that were kind of the same but not too like saturated. And I wanted her to have the gradient down the dress like she does with the so that it's just darkest at the bottom and lightest at the top, because obviously she'll have her blonde hair. So then I just start trying to work on making the sketch a bit more cohesive, like easily recognize the shapes so that everything is kind of organized. I changed the cape again. I actually do like how it came out in the end, because it's a lot better movement, but this is not the final outcome because it just kept getting more and more stiff. And I also needed to make some adjustments because her thighs were too short, but like her calves are really long, which is kind of normal when you have them on high heels, but it was just making it look weird. Then I tried to like fix up the lines, make them thicker, make them easier to see which lines I'm keeping, so that when I go and do the lining, it's really easy. I had to flip the canvas because there was something that was wrong with the image and I couldn't work out what it was, so I flipped it to try and help balance her more. She was definitely leaning one direction more than the other, so I had to fix that up and just like make sure she was weighted on both of her feet. Yeah, just fixing up the boots. I actually usually don't put a lot of time and effort into shoes, so I'm trying to be better at that and just trying to improve, put more detail into things that I would usually try and like shortcut. I changed the little front part of like her wrapping, like a corset, a bunch of times, but I keep moving it around and trying to work out how to fix it because I don't like how it looks. She keeps having a necklace in her images of her outfits, so I decided to put a little like locket on the front of her bodice just to symbolize like necklace. Added some pockets, extra pockets, and some like little bags. Because like druids tend to use magic from nature and stuff, so they carry around a lot of like components. I didn't know what to make Ice Knife look like, but since it has like a major attack and then like a shattering attack, I decided to have one big piece of ice and then smaller pieces of ice. And this is how I changed the cloak to try and make it look... It's not a cloak, a cape. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to call it. I changed it to try and make it look better. And it actually looks like movement. And it looks nice. I'm pretty happy with that. I wanted to make her ponytail really long because I feel like that like adds to the fantasy element of her. And it just kind of adds movement through the piece of her hair flowing away. This is me still trying to fix her stance because she was a little off balance still. Because I finished this. I went through and I did all of it and I finished it and I hate it. So I won't be using it. So I'll probably go back and try again and just do the line art again. This is where I'm still not sure what I'm going to do. If I'm going to paint it or line it. So I highlight everything and then put a layer underneath it to usually go through my painting and get that all done. And I go through and put some colours in. This doesn't last very long because I end up stopping and deciding that I'm going to do lines. Couldn't decide what colour I wanted his sleeves, so I decided to just go with purple, but I didn't actually like how that looks. I think I change it later. I gave her big rosy cheeks because obviously it's freezing, but she doesn't feel the cold, so you know, it's fine. I put all like the little sparkles on it because I wanted to make it look like shimmery like the dress. And I definitely wanted the cloak to look shimmery because I was picking it out of a different cloak outfit that she was wearing that had like shining at the top and then it got really dark at the bottom. Overall, I like the color scheme and I'm pretty happy with like how that all looks. The Snow Queen has a crown, like a crystal crown thing, sparkly. I like it. I just had to put it in because it looks cool. And it kind of just adds like another aspect to her, which I think is fun. I really like the hair color that I picked as well because it's very light but not like really yellow because that's not ideal. I turned off, I changed the line layer to overlay like I usually do when I go through to do painting, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So then I changed the line color to something that's more of a bluey color to see if I liked that. It made some of the things that I didn't know that were there stick out really obviously, so then I went through and started cleaning up the lines again. I still like how it looks here. I especially like it once the face is cleaned up a bit more and I fix the hair up so it's less like stringy looking. And the colour scheme is still good. I kind of wish I kept continuing on this trend, like on this method, so that I didn't waste time, but it's fine. I learned something. I decided on this image that I was going to try and like pull out all the stops, which is why it made it so hard for me to actually do it. I kind of set a really big expectation for myself, which meant that I wasn't happy with how it was coming, how it turned out, so now I have to do more work in order to fix it. So because I really like the idea, I really wanted to give it my all, so I kind of do all the little hints and tricks that I've learned over the years to try and make my art look more complete. I'm not sure if it worked, but I do like how it looks now. So that's the end of the sketching stages and the color composition stage, and I go into inking next. I won't be showing that because I absolutely hate how it turned out, so I'll just put a picture on screen of what it looks like. And next week I will be redrawing it. I'm probably going to do it in a new pose and just complete the character design so that it looks the best that it can look. So yeah, that's it. Tune in next week to see the finished product. Comment below if there are any other characters you would want turned into a D&D character, and I'll see if I can do them. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up to support the channel. Subscribe to see more content, and I hope you have a magical day.